when I worked at the tow company, I went to work there when Vern and Ed owned it, and they when we first started, we didn't have a weekly meeting. Later on, we had a weekly meeting where we talked to the comptroller and stuff and looked at our numbers and all that kind of stuff. But at the beginning, they just had most of us up to the conference room. We buy sandwiches and cold cuts and make lunch and eat it there, or they would take us to lunch at Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's or Arby's or something like that, or Wendy's, and it was the lunchtime grilling. First of all, it made it so at a lunch I'd get started on stuff and I would never stop for lunch. I'd just keep going, and all of a sudden it was 3 or 4 o'clock. I said, well, if I eat lunch now, I won't have dinner. So I used to just skip it. But he says, no, you need to take a break in the middle of the day, and it worked. So I'd meet him. They'd call and say, I'll meet you somewhere, and so I drove Big Bird around, and so one day we were up at Arby's, and I said, I'll have to meet you there because I was somewhere else, and so I drove and met them there. They like to eat at 11:30, 11:45 because you get there before noon, in the big rush. Then I pulled up there, and they said that we did the order, and then we sat down and waited for it. And David, our cousin David, used to drive Vern around, and David said, Clark, clearly we need to talk to you about economic viability of things. I said, economic viability? What are you talking about? He says, well, some things you can do them, and you just don't make money. You got to worry about your expenses and your costs and things. He said, I see you started a new business. And I said, what? What are you talking about? Said, well, aren't you delivering pizza? And I said, delivering pizza? What do you mean? He says, well, look on your truck out there. It's got a big pizza delivery sign on the roof. And 2 days before, Colin and Luke had put a pizza delivery sign on top of Big Bird. And since it's up like that, you can only see it from a distance. So I'd go out and get in the truck and drive away. I was driving all over town, going to meetings, doing all kinds of stuff with a pizza delivery sign on my truck. And they said, you never make money. That truck only gets 8 miles to the gallon. You need an economy car to deliver pizza in.